Okay people, now let's pretend that we've got 16 coils and it's spilling like fuck and it's dishing out the RPM. So we're going to pretend for now that is a 3 horsepower motor spinning at around about 1200 RPM, dishing out 6,000 RPM. And then from there, going down to grid tie inverters, got some meters on there. So we're going to pretend that wheel is being spun by the coils. So we're going to give it a go. That 3 horsepower one used to be, there she is, 1 horsepower. That 1 horsepower one, that PMA blew the shit out of it. Couldn't handle the load, and this is what Technomancer has been going on about. Once we put a load on this, it starts putting a load on that wheel, which puts a load on that, and if it can't handle it, so I'll put 3 horsepower on there, and when we do the test, we'll do that in a minute, and we'll have a look and see what we get. We'll put some meters on that, see what voltage we get. Now that little bugger, that PMA gets very hot. You spin that at 5,000 RPM, it's going to give you about 50 volts. Now it's dishing out 50 volts. What I didn't know was if you don't have 50 volt inverters, okay, and let's say you put these lovely little Chinese shit here, 12 volt 1000, 12 volt 1000, 800 watts, 12 volts. That blew them to smithereens. They've all gone. Why? Be careful now, guys. When that PMA says, and we put a meter on it in a minute, when that PMA says 50 volts, don't put a 12 volt inverter on it. This is a power inverter, straight to your house. These are grid inverters. The 2 at the bottom don't even have switches. They'll come to life when they go from 24 volts to 52. So if you can run that at 50 volts, that should dish out around about, I don't know, it should have dished out a lot, but when I put these on, all it gave me was about 200 watts from each inverter. They're 350 watt grid tie inverters. They're just cheap Chinese shit. Meters to see what we're getting. Now this little bugger here, okay, is a speed controller which acts very much like those buggers up there. 250 watts, 65 euros, blew the shit out of it. 500 watts, I put baker foil in the fuse, blew that. That was 150 euro. 180 euro, that kind of like just, alright. 180 euros. This little thing here is 4,000 watts. Sorry. Speed controller, 10 euros. Okay, and we've got it there. That's going to control the speed of that thing so that we can then get the RPM we need. That's at the back. On the front is the PMA. We're going to start it in a minute without a load on it, and we'll see what we get. We're not going to connect them up to this, and then we'll see what we get. Coils, there they are. I haven't started them yet. It's going to be 16 of them. I got the guy, as you can see here, there are 3 18s and 124 all in one. So all you do is you unravel it, measure 65 foot. There's 200 foot on each one. So that should give me the 16 coils. Well, there's 15 coils on there, and then that should do the job. So on the next video we're going to give the Silver Starmancer 10 kVA a good going over. Now that's got no load on it at the moment, so it should spin quite nicely. We'll have a go in a minute. Cheers guys.